evening, rockers. Vegas Rock got us here on the rocks. Total entertainment coming to you live from somewhere off the Las Vegas Strip. Tonight, I am pleased to announce Halo Scars as our artist. So let's let them in. Right. How are you guys doing? I can't hear you.
There we go. There we
There
go.
we go. I was going to say, I know you guys have sound.
We're there.
We're good.
Okay, awesome. Hey, I've been listening to your music all morning. And I got to tell you, I love your shit, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Because you guys have some new music coming out this year, hopefully.
We are planning on going back into the studio.
Okay.
And, we are right now. We're working things up to it. We're looking at doing an LP. So.
Okay, awesome. Because I've been listening. Like I had my favorite songs written down, so I was ready for you. But Pain Relic is one of my favorites.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
I just love the softness in the beginning, and then you go right into it.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Now, who's the guy in the end? Because I can't see his face.
No, don't put me in there, man.
That's John.
Hey, we have to see your face, dude. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good. Because you're part of this, man.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay. So, hey, let's talk about the songwriting, because you guys are amazing songwriters as far as like the sound, the drive, the guitars, everything is in line. So do you all contribute to your sound?
Yeah. Especially on the last EP and what's coming up, everybody's collectively put their ideas in more and more. So it's a pretty tight unit right now.
Yeah. So what can we expect from the new music?
I
know I'm gonna get something out of you tonight.
So
I love What Lies Below. That's a great one.
Thank you. We right now we are purposefully we're looking at the last two albums, and we want to go kind of heavier and branch out a little bit more on different things.
I like it.
And still yet, it feels like us, though. It sounds like us.
Okay.
But it just expands us out a little bit further.
Easiest thing to say is there's going to be a significant growth in sound, lyrics, everything else.
Awesome.
I think that can sum it up.
That's great. I was just in Nashville a couple weeks ago for Rockin' Pod Fest.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because I got your email when I was there. I'm like, damn, I wish these guys were here. Because have you heard of Rockin' Pod Fest?
Yes.
We have some friends that are up there that were a part of it.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It's just a great bunch of us from all over the country that are rock journalists, promoters, podcasters, and we talk to the latest bands, the hottest trends right now in metal and rock. So yeah, you guys will have to do it next time.
Hopefully. Our friends in Valkyrie's Fire, they were up there.
Oh yeah. I'm going to interview them. I think next month.
That's awesome.
I saw that band live. Amazing.
They are.
Yeah,
they are.
We're actually
really, really good.
3 shows with them this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, they're a great. They're an upcoming metal. They have a very unique sound, but their visuals, their guitarist, I can't remember his name.
Joey Grimaldi.
Yes, he is amazing to watch.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's definitely a band that you totally mesh with. So that's great to hear that you guys are kind of doing some shows with them as well. So what's the scene like? Now, how far are you from Nashville?
About 4 hours.
Okay. So are you near Murfreesboro?
No, we were actually in East Tennessee, like the northeast part of it. So we were kind of like dead center between Virginia and North Carolina in the
Okay.
Northeast Tennessee
Okay.
area.
That, yeah, because I've been through Virginia and Maryland a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But so what's the scene like where you're at in your hometown as far as music? Wow, dead
It's kind of-
silence.
Yeah.
It's kind of small. It's definitely not like what it used to be. So at this point, we have to travel more and more
Okay.
to just find
So
to get fans and stuff. Yeah.
Now there's
Yeah.
some good bands that are in Knoxville and some that's out of Johnson City that are starting to come up. There has been a how can I put it, a revival for the hardcore scene.
Yes.
In particular. That is something that has been taken off quite a bit. There's a lot of young people that's getting involved with it. There's dudes who used to play in that stuff years ago that are coming back to do it. So there's bands that are here. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of venues like there used to be.
Yep.
But I would most certainly say that the area does have a good metal and hardcore scene.
yeah, I mean, the type of music, hardcore, metalcore, however you want. There's so many variations of
Oh yeah.
the flavor, as I say. But yeah, this is the time, and you're not alone. I mean, I'd say 90% of the bands I talk to do not play in their hometown.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but even here in Vegas, okay, we have some local, quite a few local bands that are making it big. Not here. They're making it big on the road.
Yeah.
Being support for other bands,
Right.
which there's nothing wrong with. But you know, I think the whole thing is with a lot of bands, I think their goal is to get out of their hometown. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
25
100%.
years. He's trying to get out of this place.
Like with if you were to categorize like your influences, because I hear a lot of Breaking Benjamin, and then I almost kind of hear some Motorhead. Like, what are your like influences for this band musically?
For me, there's a lot. So I'm 30, so I came up during the emo era and then like the early 2010 metalcore scene and all that. So growing up as a child, I was put on Korn, Breaking Benjamin,
Right.
things like that, and then progressed to Kill Switch Engage, Trivium, Bullet for My Valentine, A Day to Remember, Memphis May Fire, Miss Mayow, bands like that, and then just grow. Jason's got that's a cool thing about us is yes, there is age differences, but with those differences, we've been able to use our timeline and life as a spot to create something unique.
Right. And that's the great thing about not all of you are on the same page. Because you can thank COVID for that, because a lot of these bands were forced to collaborate with other musicians from totally different networks. So they actually got exposed to a lot of different genres, for sure. But I mean, you're 30, that's okay, because let me tell you something, this next generation is looking up to you because they want to be just like you. And now is the time.
Mhm.
You find that hilarious.
My back problems, please.
Oh, hey, you know what though? Listen, it's the truth though. We're like paving the way for the next generation of metal. I mean, there's a lot of younger people in your audience that are just mesmerized. They don't know who Motorhead is. They don't know who AC/DC is. Well, they might. But, you know, a lot of the older, you know, metal bands, Testament, you know, I mean, those bands, I mean, Anthrax, let's be real here, you know? And you guys definitely are helping the next generation,
Thank you.
really kind of know metal,
Thank you.
know rock. Jason, what do you play in the band?
I'm the lead guitarist.
Okay, and what about Mr. 30-year-old right there next to you?
My name is Colby.
Okay, Colby.
I do the vocals and write lyrics.
Okay. And I take it you're the drummer or the bass player?
Bass player.
Okay. See, it was either drummer or bass player. I was like, so are you guys normally a three-piece?
No, currently we're a 5-piece.
Okay.
The other two have to work it early in the morning, so they weren't able to be here.
Okay, and who are they?
Daniel and Kegan.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. I'm sure, yeah, they have to work early because what time? It's what, 2 hours ahead, I think?
It is not a little after 9 p.m. here.
Yeah, so almost 3 hours.
And they both got to get up at like 2 a.m. to go to work.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like me. I have to get up at 5:30 a.m. normally. But hey, what do you guys do for a living other than rock and roll?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Mhm.
EMT?
Yes.
Did you say? Okay. Very cool. We appreciate you, both of you. And what about this bass player over here?
Many different things.
He's a man of many talents.
Okay, so we don't want to talk about as many talents or
A lot of construction and carpentry.
okay. Hey, very good, man. We need good hands in America to rebuild this country for sure.
No.
I know.
I've got a PhD hanging on the wall, and I no. I'd rather swing a hammer than.
Hey, ain't that the truth, right? But rock and roll is really taking, I think, a positive move. This was a big topic at Rockin' Pod. We're kind of getting the flavor of the late 70s, early 80s, like BTO, Foghat, Thin Lizzy, bands that really kind of paved the way for metal. Because those were the originators. What do you guys feel about that?
It's really cool to see some of the new bands that are coming out and see kind of like the way that they're putting their own twist on it. So that's really cool.
Like Valkyrie's Fire.
Exactly. There's Valkyrie's Fire is a perfect example because you really don't have a lot of symphonic metal bands within our region. So that's something that's very unique for them, and it's working wonderfully. So things like looking at bands like Nightwish and things like that they do, it's like it's perfect. It's perfect. For us, mixing things all the way back from like little elements from the 80s and the 90s into some of our music, that's something that we've done some. You can hear that on Home. That's off of our first album, Remnants of Decay. And even on some of the clean parts that we do before the solo sections, that's kind of elements from like times past in the 80s, things of that nature.
Yeah, because your vocals and your guitar, man, are really powerful.
Thank you.
In your music, which is really great because that stands out. It's not like one overpowers the other one. Which is good because a lot of metalcore bands, the voice is like overpowering all the instruments. I'm like, I can't even hear the rest. But it's great that you guys have a lot of great balances. And with some of the new music that you guys are working on, it's really exciting. And how did you come up with the name of your band?
Well,
it's a funny story.
Again, Colby and I both work in medical.
Okay.
So when I was originally trying to think of things, halo scars is something that happens with people that after certain medical procedures that they have to have for the halo brace. So that was always kind of cool. But then I was like, it just sounds good. There's
it's very catchy.
You also combed the internet and nobody else had the name.
Oh, that's smart too.
Yes, when no one else seemed to have it, there we go.
Yeah, that was the perfect pick because it totally fits you, like you said. You're both in the medical field, and you work with patients on a daily, and it's a great name,
Thank you. Thank you.
great name. So, the new record, when do you expect the EP to come out? When are you guys getting back in the studio?
So, with the new music, we are definitely stepping into boundaries that we've not typically done. So, like I said earlier, lyrically, musically, and everything, we're making sure that everything flows. Like you said, the vocals and the guitar mesh well together. So the goal is to make sure that all the music it flows together. There is a show of significant growth, and it's so far it's pretty good. I don't want to go into too much, but we're demoing out a lot of stuff right now.
It will
Okay.
be different because
Yeah.
Daniel will be
Yes.
on guitar now, and where I came back, so
Hopefully,
there's a
once
whole different layer.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to
Hopefully-
add a different dimension to
Yeah.
what you're going to be recording.
hopefully we'll enter the studio around fall.
Okay.
Once some of the shows kind of start to slow down, hopefully this fall we'll enter the studio, and end of the year, maybe the first of 26, we're hoping to have something out.
Now, why don't we talk about, before I let you go, let's talk about your upcoming shows. You guys are out there cranking it. So why don't you give the viewers some dates of where they can find you in your area?
Go ahead.
So May 3rd, we will be in Bluefield, West Virginia for Eddie Fest 4. For Saturday, May the 10th, we will be in Knoxville, and that's actually our last show in Knoxville for a little bit. For a festival called Metal Chaos. There's a lot of good bands on that lineup. We're excited for it. Same thing for Eddie's Fest. And then the 16th of May, which is a Friday, we will be at Ground Zero in Spartanburg, South Carolina with Escape the Fate.
Oh yeah, great band. I interviewed them as well. Great band.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They're a big influence.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are really, you're out there consistently, and then that's great because you need to, play as much as you can when you can.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And festivals is a good place to be because you're exposed in front of a lot more people than you would be in a club.
Yep. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And then, we'll come back maybe early 26 and we can talk about this new record. But why don't you tell everybody what your socials are and where they can find your music?
We are on Facebook. You can search up Halo Scars. Best way to do it is Halo Scars Band, and then it will pop up. You'll see us. We are on Facebook, Instagram. We have a Twitter/X, but we really don't post much on it. But we're on there too. YouTube, TikTok, and for music, we are on all major streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam, Tidal, all of those. We're on every single one of them, so you can find us all over the place.
And your music is amazing, so I hope the viewers definitely check it out. Thanks for coming on. It was great finally meeting you. I know we kind of been playing email tag to get the date going, but let's keep in touch, and hopefully sometime soon you guys will be coming near Vegas.
That would be awesome.
That'd be
That
cool.
would be cool with us.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of festivals coming out here too as well, so you just never know. But you guys keep it Brock alive because that's really, really important, especially original music, because that's what people want to hear. I think we're all kind of getting sick of hearing like 6 versions of Paradise City. So you know what I'm talking about. But it was great meeting you, and definitely good luck to you for the rest of the year. And we will catch up in early 26.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
It was a
much.
pleasure. Thank you.
Take care. Be safe.
Thank you too.
Thank you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Halo Scars. This is a great band. Their music is really, really amazing. So if you want to check them out, all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, definitely check them out. Always like and subscribe to On the Rocks because you never know who I will be interviewing next.